The Commission on Presidential Debates is announcing a new rule for the final showdown between President Trump and Joe Biden, and it's happening just days ahead of Thursday night's debate. Each of 6 debate segments will now begin with one candidate's microphone muted, while the other gets 2 minutes of uninterrupted speaking time. Open debate with no muting will follow each candidate's initial statements, but any interruptions will count toward that candidate's total allotted speaking time. The Trump campaign criticized the change, and the president this morning took the issue with the debate not focusing on foreign policy.
This was supposed to be a foreign policy debate, and now all of a sudden we're talking about things that are not foreign policy. And frankly, it was a change that they made that was far bigger than the mute button, frankly, but they made a change, and it shouldn't have happened. Now we're talking about other things.
All right, tell us.
It's not appropriate.
Well, in fact, the commission has not publicly said the last debate would focus on foreign policy, only that moderators would decide topics for each debate. The Biden campaign press secretary said this, quote, "The campaigns and the commission agreed months ago that the debate moderator would choose the topics. The Trump campaign is lying about that now because Donald Trump is afraid to face more questions about his disastrous COVID response," end quote. You know, I'm wondering, Jessica, who's keeping the time? Like, what's the timekeeping? Are you comfortable with this? I mean, for either candidate, does this seem fair to cut into free speech and just cut the mic? I mean, what do you think?
I actually think that this unilaterally benefits President Trump because he didn't do well in the first debate with interruptions. It was double the amount of Vice President Biden that did it. All of the polls taken after the debate said that he lost and that people found it really difficult to deal with, that he kept interrupting. So in that sense, this will keep him regulated to his allotted time. He also has been maintaining for quite some time that Joe Biden is suffering from dementia, can't make a coherent statement, that he'll get lost in his own words. So now he gets his way, right? We will see Joe Biden untethered for 2 minutes straight, and the American public will be able to decide whether they think that he has the cognitive abilities to execute the powers of being the United States of America. And so I don't really see why President Trump is complaining about this, except that he loves to throw his toys out of the proverbial pram and say this isn't fair, that isn't fair. The truth is the rules weren't changed. As you pointed out, it was always going to be up to the moderator to decide what the topics were going to be. And frankly, the president should want tonight to be about what's going on domestically because he has blown so many opportunities to show that he is empathetic about what's going on with the coronavirus, has a plan to get us out of this health crisis and to safely reopen America.
Right.
I think he should be welcoming this decision.
Well, I spent my entire podcast that came out this morning giving the president debate advice, albeit unsolicited. There will be 70 million people watching, which is, 10 times whatever show he could possibly go on. No one likes it when the rules are changed at the last minute, and no one likes a biased referee. But this is your last best opportunity to persuade the most amount of people. And unless there's a rule against preparation, and I don't think there is, then you should be spending the next 2 days preparing to spend 75% of your time talking about what you've done and what you hope to do, and then you can save your critique and your questions for Joe Biden for the very end. He has a magnificent opportunity Thursday night, but I think he needs to perform differently from the way he did during the last debate.